Good evening and welcome to BJC Halacha A number 2104, part 2, using Yetzer Hara, Halacha that keeps the Yetzer Hara, dedicated in loving memory of Daniella, Neshama, Aliyah, as well as a refuah Shlama for Gdalya Asher ben Shushana Miriam. You should have a speedy refuah Shlama. And we're learning about the fact of how we should deal with the Shabbos meals when Shabbos is Erev Pesach. And we were in the middle of one of the commentaries here. Fine. Some people prefer to avoid having any chametz at all in their house on this Shabbos. According to Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, one may fulfill the mitzvah of the Shabbos meals on this Shabbos with matzah shira, egg matzah. Literally, rich matzah made with fruit juice or eggs rather than water, making sure to stop eating it before the time the chametz prohibition begins, right? So you haven't, again, until that 10, 11 o'clock, whatever time it is in your city. Although normally the mazonos blessing is recited upon egg matzah, here, since it is serving as the bread of a required meal on Shabbos, it has the halacha of bread. Thus, one washes his hands, reciting the blessing of Al Yosef before and recites Hamotzi when eating it, and Birkas Hamazon afterward. I've never seen this, personally, but okay. Now you know that Ramosha says it's fine. In the case of egg matzah, all crumbs and disposable utensils may be placed in the garbage, even if it will remain in one's house during Pesach. Although egg matzah may not normally be eaten by Ashkenazim during Pesach, it need not be disposed of and may remain in one's possession over Pesach. Okay. Very good. Now moving along over here. So he says here, if after the meal he is left with a bit of bread, he should give it as a gift to a non-Jew, but he should take care regarding the prohibition of transferring from one domain to another. After that, the house should be swept either by a non-Jew or with a permitted object. Now, we already said that you should flush it down the toilet nowadays. That's what we do. But let's see what he says here. Although, generally speaking, giving gifts, legally transferring items was forbidden on Shabbos by the sages, in this case, they permitted it to enable one to dispose of the chametz in his possession. Going on the other part of carrying, therefore, Kitzer writes that one may not hand an item to a non-Jew to take out of his house, since the one who hands it to him thereby performs the uprooting, which is part of the action of transferring, which is a problem. However, one may place food in front of a non-Jew in a Jew's house and then have him take it out of his house and bring it to his own house. Fine. And then we finally said that he should sweep the house. Ideally, a non-Jew should sweep the house from the crumbs. So he says with a cloth in an unusual manner. See above where Kitzer writes that it is prohibited to sweep floors on Shabbos. The Ber Halacha rules that if most of the homes in the town have finished floors rather than dirt floors like our floors today, one may sweep the house with a broom like we do. To make cleanup easier, one should not eat the chametz on a floor that is carpeted. If the entire house is carpeted, one should spread a sheet of plastic on the floor where the chametz will be eaten. Some people find it easier to eat the chametz on the porch or patio. See, this is why these are very practical halachas. So again, Pesach utensils, all food made in Pesach utensils, all kosher Pesach except for the challahs. Be very careful with the challahs, right? Not to make crumbs, but even eat them on the porch, even better. Note the Kitzer rules above that one should not eat in a garden in Shabbos. However, you don't eat in a garden because if you spill, then you might be causing zoreya. You don't want to cause things to grow, the grass to grow, by watering it accidentally, by spilling wine, etc. Okay, so there you have it, folks. And I would imagine also if you do sweep the crumbs, you want to put that broom away, because that's a chametz stick of broom. Okay, folks, thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Halacha 36 100 the Gold. Wonderful day.